My name's John DiBlasi. I've been with NAM for the last 10 years as a full-time mediator and arbitrator. I really have 38 years of litigation experience, and I think most significantly, I'm a retired justice in the Supreme Court Commercial Division here in New York State. When you're on the bench as a judge, you have an incredible number of cases that you have to deal with on a daily basis. You really wind up with a lot of cases getting up to the point of trial, with a lot of expense and time, and also if it goes to trial, you have the risk associated with a decision by a jury. Whereas with alternative dispute resolution, you can really help individuals as well as businesses get out of the court system, save time, money, and avoid the risk of trial. And quite frankly, on a personal level, I find it enormously gratifying to get to the point where I can resolve a case for the parties. As a judge, I was very proactive, which is actually what I think is a quality that makes me a good mediator. I was proactive as a judge. I was a settler as a judge. I tried to bring the parties together rather than see them go to a jury verdict. So it's this process of getting people to accept compromise, which is such a difficult task for a mediator. And it is almost an art form because you have to know when to push, when to pull, when to persuade, when to lay back, when to facilitate, when to evaluate, and then ultimately, in an incredibly respectful way, get the parties to change their position. Every case that comes before me, I truly have a personal desire to see it settled. So I take it very seriously, much in the way that I did not try to become desensitized as a judge when I was on the bench. I tried to take every case as it came before me, and that was the most important case to those people. Everybody has their own approach to mediation, and I would say that probably I am the Madonna of mediators in the sense that I'm a chameleon. You know, you can't go in with a one-size-fits-all approach to mediating a case. You have to essentially look at the submissions before they come in. I always take a look at who the attorneys are. I try to research who the parties are. I read everything very carefully, and then I adjust my style to the type of mediation that I'm going to be involved in, whether it's commercial or civil rights or a catastrophic injury case. So preparation in the first instance is the most significant thing. That's why I have the best job in the world. There's no other position in the legal profession that I would want to occupy at this point in time, having been a trial lawyer, having been a judge. I hear back from attorneys all the time, and in fact, I've been fortunate enough to get letters from the parties, individuals as well as people who are executives, thanking me for my efforts, you know, and I'm very humbled by that. I'm very humbled by the responsibility that people give me. But how much more gratifying could it be at this stage in my career to be able to resolve a case and to know that you removed this burden either from an individual or from a business, and that they now can go on. And I never say people have closure, but they can go on and say, you know what? Wow, we got that litigation behind us and we don't have to deal with it anymore.